Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Dharmesh Mehta YouTube channel. And in today's Drug of the Day series, we are going to talk about clopidogrel. So, do you know this drug? Is it a prodrug or not? What is its mechanism of action? Let's see. So, let's get started. So, this drug clopidogrel belongs to the class of antiplatelet drugs or antithrombotic drugs. So why is it called antiplatelet drugs? Because it is preventing the aggregation of platelets. That is, it is not allowing them to form a blood clot. So the thrombus means a blood clot. It belongs to the subclass ADB antagonist. This we will understand during the mechanism of action, and it is mainly used to prevent secondary ischemic events. So what are these ischemic events? Ischemia means lack of blood supply to a specific organ. So this can occur due to a formation of blood clot in the blood vessel. So this is prevented by clopidogrel. It also prevents myocardial infarction, that is heart attack, stroke. Stroke means there is damage to a brain due to lack of blood supply. So it is preventing that also, and vascular death. So now this is the cycle of platelet aggregation. Let's study that. So in the healthy condition, that is, there is no harm to this endothelial cell wall. So this will secrete prostacyclins. So this prostacyclin will convert ATP to CAM. अब ये ATP का full form क्या है? Adenosine triphosphate, and CAMP means cyclic adenosine monophosphate, and then it get converted to 5-MP. So this 5-MP is preventing platelet aggregation if there is a no harm to endothelial cell. Now the scenario 2. Due to some reasons, there is some harm to this endothelial cell wall. So this endothelial cell wall will release von Willebrand factor and collagen. अब ये collagen और von Willebrand factor जाके bind होगा प्लेटलेट को, और प्लेटलेट पे कहाँ बाइंड होगा? GP1B and GP1A रिसेप्टर. दिस आर ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन रिसेप्टर्स. अब जैसे ही ये जाके बाइंड होगा, इट विल कन्वर्ट एराचिडोनिक एसिड. अब ये एराचिडोनिक एसिड आया कहाँ से? एंडोथेलियल सेल का डिसरप्शन हुआ है यहाँ ड्यू टू सम हार्म टू द एंडोथेलियल सेल. यहाँ से प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन से रिलीज हुआ है एराचिडोनिक एसिड, क्योंकि प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन इज मेड अप ऑफ लिपिड एंड लिपिड कंटेन्स एराचिडोनिक एसिड. सो अभी एराचिडोनिक एसिड कन्वर्ट हो रहा है टू प्रोस्टाग्लैंडिन्स, and then it is getting converted to thromboxane, or a thromboxane will go and bind to other platelet receptors, and it will give them a signal to come and bind to this platelet so that they will form clot. And ये interlinking होगा via GP2B और GP3A receptors. So ये होगा platelet activation and then binding. So this is primary mechanism. The secondary mechanism is this activated platelet will degranulation. That is, it will release secondary messengers. What are the secondary messenger? It will have ADP, that is adenosine triphosphate, 5-HT, that is serotonin, and thrombin. So अब ये secondary messenger जाके bind करेंगे other platelets को, and they will give them signal to come and bind to this platelet and form a clot. So ADP is now going and binding to receptor P2Y12, and this will then come and bind to this, and it will form a clot. Now ये होगा normal cycle. So अब inhibition कहाँ कहाँ होगा? First, aspirin. Let's look at aspirin. It is also an antiplatelet or antithrombotic drug. It will go and inhibit COX enzyme. So there will be no conversion of arachidonic acid to prostaglandin, and further there will be no platelet aggregation. Dipyridamole will inhibit conversion from CAM to 5-MP. Then clopidogrel and prasugrel will inhibit ADP binding to P2Y12 receptor. Apsimac, efibatide and tirofiban will go and bind to glycoprotein 2B or 3A receptor and prevents the interlinking. So now let's study about clopidogrel. It means its S enantiomer is active. This is the IUPAC naming. So it tells about this methyl group over here plus, and S again denotes the S active enantiomer form. It is called 2-chlorophenyl because it is numbering from here. So 2-chlorophenyl 5,6-dihydrothionopyridine. So this is an important parent ring to be remembered, that clopidogrel have parent ring name thienopyridine, and this is the acetate group, and sulfate indicates its salt form. I want you to remember this acetate group because we will need this further during metabolism. So now let's see mechanism of action. As we have seen, ADP goes and binds to G-coupled P2Y receptor and it will release adenyl cyclase, which cause platelet activation, then platelet aggregation and thrombus formation or platelet aggregation, right? So now the drug clopidogrel comes in the body. It will inhibit the binding of ADP to P2Y12 receptor. And how is it inhibition? It is irreversible. This is an important point to be noted. The inhibition is irreversible. So it will modify the platelet ADP receptor. So platelet activation is interfered. There will be no platelet aggregation or thrombus formation. Let's see the pharmacokinetics. The drug is 50% absorbed orally and it is a prodrug. This is an important point. What is a prodrug? Prodrug is a drug which is taken in the body in inactive form. It goes in the body. It will go some biotransformation via some enzymes which are present in the body, and the inactive form will get converted to active form and then it will show pharmacological action. And its action lasts up to 7 days. Clopidogrel is converted to its active metabolite. As we have studied earlier, it is a prodrug. So it will be converted from inactive form to active form. But where does it conversion takes place? It takes place in liver by CYP2C19 enzymes. These are group of enzymes present in the liver. What are the adverse effects of the drug? Some of the common adverse effects are diarrhea, epigastric pain, bleeding, and rashes. Epigastric pain is below the ribs. And some other incidents of side effects are neutropenia, thrombocytopenia, and other bone marrow toxicity, but comparatively lesser than ticlopidine. Ticlopidine belongs to the same category, that is ADP antagonist. What are the treatment to the side effects? As we have studied earlier, it will bind irreversibly. As it is binding irreversibly, the only way to overcome toxicity is via platelet transfusion. This is the marketed formulation of clopidogrel, and the dose is 75 mg once a day. Metabolism. So we have seen clopidogrel and its active form is S enantiomer. We have studied about the acetate moiety. This acetate moiety, the first conversion will be to its carboxylic metabolite via oxidation, but this metabolite is inactive. Now this series of reaction is bioactivation of clopidogrel. So CYP3A4, CYP2C19 or 1A2, 2B6. These are the group of enzymes which are causing the biotransformation. So the first step is oxidation, but now the oxidation is taking place at this parent ring at second position. Here you can see an oxygen group is added and it will form 2-oxochlopridogrel, which is an active form. So next there is hydrolysis, that is breaking over here and addition of H over here and OH over here, which will form a thiometabolite. Okay, so here you can see SH and COOH, right? So this metabolite is active, and now we know that sulfur can bind with another sulfur to form a disulfide bridge, right? So ये another sulfur कहाँ से आएगा? As we have studied, P2Y12 receptor. Receptors are protein. Protein contains amino acid. One of the such amino acid is cysteine. Cysteine has sulfur in its structure. So this S is binding with sulfur of cysteine to form a disulfide bridge. And in this way, the binding of clopidogrel to P2Y12 receptor takes place. Contraindication, clopidogrel should not be taken with omeprazole, which is a proton pump inhibitor. And why so? As we have seen earlier, this enzymes, that is CYP2C19 enzyme, is required for bioactivation of clopidogrel, but omeprazole goes and inhibit this enzyme. So this will prevent the activation of clopidogrel. So antiplatelet activity is decreased. That's why omeprazole shouldn't be taken with clopidogrel. Drug-drug interaction, clopidogrel is showing additive effect with aspirin. That is, when additive effect is said, that is when clopidogrel and aspirin are taken together, it will show better pharmacological action, and this effect is useful for patients with acute coronary syndromes and acute myocardial infarction. If you like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can press the bell icon to get notified when the video is uploaded. You can join our daily MCQ WhatsApp groups by leaving a message on this numbers. You can also connect us via Gmail. Now we will look at this question which was asked in GPAT 2015, and the question is clopidogrel is, and the question continues in the options as well. So the options are option A, P2Y12 receptor antagonist, GP2B3A inhibitor, vitamin K antagonist, and none of the above. So as we have studied earlier, it is P2Y12 receptor antagonist because it will be binding to P2Y12 receptor and it will act as antagonist of ADP and it will prevent platelet aggregation. Thank you.